Today we're walking to a hidden treasure in Washington Heights. We are going to the Morris Jumel Mansion. This is one of the nation's foremost historic house museums, and it is Manhattan's oldest surviving residence. To get there, if you're coming from Midtown or Lower Manhattan, you would take the 1 train and you would head uptown. You would exit at 157th Street, and you would walk north until you hit 160th Street, West 160th Street. You take a right, and then you're going to go 2 blocks until you get to St. Nicholas, and you'll take a left. And on the right-hand side, you will see this little pathway that leads to this little cobble street, and these row houses are called Sylvan Terrace. This is a preserved neighborhood here in New York City. Built in 1882, these row houses or townhouses are preserved exactly as they would have been in the late 19th century. Built in 1765 as a summer home for a British colonel, Roger Morris, and his wife, the Morris Jumel Mansion is the oldest remaining house in Manhattan. It currently is both a museum and a New York City public park. The mansion and the grounds are a wonderful example of colonial architecture in New York City. Another really interesting fact about the house is that it served as General George Washington's headquarters in September and October 1776 during the American Revolutionary War. The Battle of Harlem Heights took place very near to this. In fact, we will visit one of the edges of that battle in another vlog coming up soon. It is claimed in this very courtyard, many years ago, there was a group of school children and their teacher that were visiting the house, and there was a woman that came out to the balcony and shushed the children. Turns out the children identified the woman who shushed them from paintings inside the home. They identified the woman as Eliza Jumel. Eliza Jumel resided at the home from the year 1810 until her death when she was around 90 years old. She has been seen wandering the house several times, and it's not uncommon that people feel weird things around here. This house has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, such as Ghost Adventures and the Holzer Files. Eliza was originally married to a French Haitian merchant named Stephen Jumel, who was 10 years older than herself. It is believed that it is possible that Miss Jumel actually ended up murdering him at the end of his life. There's some theories around that, and that may lead to why she is taking to haunt this place. Eliza Jumel was also married to Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr is famous as being a vice president of the United States, as well as the man who shot Alexander Hamilton. Eliza was a very wealthy widow, and so she then got engaged to Aaron Burr, but he may have only wanted to be with Eliza for her fortune. He basically mismanaged almost all of her money, and very shortly after marrying, they ended up separating. She hired the son of Alexander Hamilton to manage her divorce from Aaron Burr. Given this house is in a neighborhood that is full of people who have come to the United States from places such as Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and other areas of Latin and African traditions, members of the staff report that they will find, from time to time, implements used in the religion called Santeria. The things they find can be candles and other things that are protective things. And basically what's happening is residents in the neighborhood are actually scared of the house. And so they come here and they make their offerings to protect themselves and the rest of the neighborhood from any spirits that may still reside here. This stone is not a grave marker. Rather, it was the original mile marker that used to be on the main road leading to New York City. You can see here that it was originally 11 miles to New York City from this very point. That tells you how much New York City has grown since the time of the Jumels. I hope you enjoyed today's trip to our local haunted house here in Washington Heights.